Smith, your host with White Labs, an e-commerce marketing agency. Today's guest is Iman. Iman, feel free to introduce yourself and let our viewers know about yourself and your background.
Hi, everyone. My name is Iman Antonious, and I'm the inventor and creator of Global Genesis devices. Uh, I created them because I had an unfortunate accident. And in this accident, I tore the meniscus in both of my knees. And I had to do a couple of procedures in order to remove that meniscus that is broken. And I was walking using, walkers and canes and stuff like that. So, and I was told that within a year you'll be coming back for a knee replacement. Um, I was like, I'm pretty sure that there is something else out there that might be helping me in regenerating. God did not create us defaulted, He created us on His image. So I'm pretty sure that there is some way to get me feel better. So I started researching and reading and looking at white papers and all of that. And I discovered that there are several therapies out there in the market that not many people are talking about. And these therapies actually could help my body to heal. So I started venturing with small devices from the pulsing electromagnetic frequency. And my first device was a Russian device. It was bulky, it was heavy, it was small, but you know, it weighed like around 2 kilograms. So it was quite heavy. And I started adding therapies together. And then I was going into the chiropractor clinic. And when you are at the chiropractor clinic, he puts you on the under the infrared lamp for like 20 minutes, and then on the PMF bed for 20 minutes, and then on the negative ion bed for 20 minutes. So you lose around good 3 hours of your life there just waiting for your turn from one station to the other. So I always say I do not invent the wheel. I tweak it to run better. I make it run better. So what I have done here is I coagulated 6 therapies into one device that you could use for 20 minutes and get outstanding results from it. It is a
Okay.
process called synergism, where you use small portions of something, but together they amplify each other. And that is led to the creation of my devices back there. And I used them on my knee. And with the grace of God, I was able to regenerate the cartilage again. So
Well,
I went to my doctor, and he was like, "You're not walking with a cane, you're not using a walker, and you're walking straight." And I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Go do MRI." I did an MRI, and to his surprise, my cartilage was rebuilt again.
awesome.
And he was like, "I knew that PEMF, pulsing electromagnetic frequency, helps with pain management, but I never imagined that with the help of these other therapies, it could actually get the body to regenerate new cartilage." So I was able to regenerate my knees. Since then, my first venture was the belt, because it is easier and I could wrap it around my knees, I could wrap it around my lower back. Sometimes I wrap it on my neck, the
Mhm.
parts that hurt more, so it is more flexible.
I'm
I
aware.
could
Yeah.
see I could see you have some pain in your shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get the belt and just wrap it around your shoulders, your pain will dissolve. How
Hmm.
is that? These therapies, they go and break the inflammation in your body.
Okay.
Pain is our body's way of telling us that there's something wrong. So when we take an ibuprofen or any narcotic or any painkiller, you are just going to the body and telling the body, "Shh, I don't want to hear you complaining. Stop." So But the actual truth is that there is an issue. So when you use these therapies, they increase the blood flow to this area where you
Mm-hmm.
have the muscle spasm. The muscle spasm is that the muscles, there is an actin myosin system that works with the muscle, and the muscles just spasmed on that area, and the blood flow there is very poor, and there is an accumulation of lactic acid into that area. So, in
Okay.
order that you decrease the pain or the tension there, you need to increase the blood flow. And at the same time, break the inflammation, reduce inflammation. So, by using the devices, you are hitting two birds with one stone. You're reducing inflammation and increasing circulation. So, that nerve that is pinched between the tense muscles is getting blood supply again, is getting nourishment again, and eventually pain goes because the pain was a signal. I am deprived of blood. I am deprived of nutrition. Help me. This
Mm-hmm.
muscle is killing me. This muscle is choking me, literally, like it's grabbing the nerve from its neck and preventing air flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not just not putting a band aid on the pain, we are actually treating the root cause of the pain. So, this is the idea behind the therapy. And as you could see here, that we use it for like back pain, sciatica. Also, we get outstanding results with diabetic foot ulcers because diabetic foot ulcers is due to poor blood circulation to the legs.
Wow.
And I could send you pictures of outstanding results. We get great results within a couple of weeks, and the leg heals and a huge improvement. Also, with knee pain, arthritis, and believe it or not, PEMF or pulsing electromagnetic frequency has been approved by the FDA. And if you go to FDA website, you will find exactly what I'm saying. And it proves what I'm saying is true. It has been approved by the FDA for treatment of non-union fractures and brain cancer
Wow.
and urinary incontinence.
That's awesome.
Why no doctors are talking about that?
You tell me.
Because the big pharma are not going to get richer and making billions of dollars behind this. This is actually gonna reduce their income. It's not gonna allow them to make good sales out of it because you're
Yeah.
treating the root cause. So the
Yeah.
patient cures. So I
No,
don't need
it
any
makes
more
sense. It makes
medication.
sense. Who is your main target audience? Do you want to target consumers? Are you looking to target chiropractors and doctors? Like, who is your main target audience?
So my dream is to have this mat or belt in every house in within the world or within the United States because it's a doctor at the tip of your finger. You have a physician on call 24 hours inside your house for any ailment. Like if your daughter has like as you could see here, we could use it for PMS, or somebody's having colic or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or your mom is suffering from arthritis, or your kid fell and broke his arm, or you have a doctor at your home to help you to heal. So, my target audience is every house within the United States to start with, and then everywhere in the world. Chiropractors, they could make such good amount of money just introducing this mat or this collective therapy to their clients because after they have adjusted them, patients come out from the chiropractor in pain from this
Yep.
adjustment. I myself used to come out from the chiropractor in tears because this adjustment is painful and he is realigning. If he would have put me on something like one of my mat back there, it will break the inflammation and reduce pain within 20 minutes.
Wow.
There's no pain. You are not going to suffer.
Yeah, I've given up on the chiropractor myself.
It's painful. It's
It
painful to
is.
go
It
to the
is.
chiropractor
100%. I mean, it only lasts about 2 days if it does work. So that's it.
because
So
we keep on doing the same habits. Like you're always sitting this side, or you're driving on using one arm and leaning on the other arm, or when you're sitting and studying or on your computer, you're
forward,
hunching
yeah.
forward. So it is just bad habits. But we could fix that by learning the right habits. And that's why I have my YouTube channel where I educate people about lots of good habits that they should have, that they should acquire.
Where can we buy the products?
They are on my website, www.globalgenesiscomp.com. And also, I'm here in my clinic in Bedford, Texas.
Okay.
They could come try it out here, and I could give them some tips about how to use it specific for their conditions, or they want to buy directly from my website. It's up to them. But
Awesome.
I offer a free consultation, 20-minute consultation with every device.
Awesome. Well, since starting the brand, I know you've had some. What are some challenges that you face as an entrepreneur in the last few years?
Oh, copycats.
Yeah.
Copycats was one of the major issues because they use people. I'm not going to say ignorance, I'm going to say lack of knowledge. So people do not know, like they take the highlight of the words and they play with it. Like I have 6 therapies, they would go and say 5 therapies or 2 therapies. I have gemstones. Each mat from my mats has almost like the small mat, it has 10 pounds of gemstones. So if you tell me that somebody is claiming that they have gemstones and their mat weighs maybe 3-4 pounds, that's a joke.
Yeah.
Because they are using something called ceramic beads, colored ceramic beads. So from far away, it would look the same, but the efficacy is almost nothing. You're just paying for ceramic beads. But these are actual gemstones. Like I could send you a picture, close shot of the gemstones in my devices, and they are raw, crushed, real gemstones: jade, amethyst, blue, chalcedony, and you have a lot of types of gemstones. And the reason I use gemstones is because I'm a big believer of their effect on reconstructing our frequency. The human body is made of frequency, and we vibrate to the same frequency emitted from Mother Earth. Once a cell starts getting sick, its frequency changes. So let me give you an example. The cancer cell vibrates at a very low frequency compared to a healthy cell. Why? Because the cancer cell wants to hide from the immune system so the immune system cannot detect its presence.
Mhm.
You know how many years a cancer, a coagulation of cancer cells could strive inside a human body before the person is able to discover its presence?
No idea. You tell me.
7 to 10 years.
Wow.
So a person could literally have cancer, but undetectable for 7 to 10 years before it starts showing signs. That's why they call them pernicious, wicked. It's because they vibrate at a very low frequency, so they hide, so the body cannot detect them.
Wow.
So when you use these devices and increase your body frequency and elevate it, you are getting rid of these cancer cells every single day when you are using it. So it doesn't have a suitable media to strive there.
That's amazing. So what is your future plan for yourself and Global Genesis?
So I have been looking into digital marketing, but I haven't been able to find the good partner in digital marketing that could help to get my company into the next level that I wanted to go there. Not many companies understand the complexity of my products and understand how effective and efficient they are in order to be able to promote it. Most marketing companies, they want something light, like couple of dollar worth, so they could sell the amounts of it rather than focusing on what quality it is. I'm looking for a company that could help me in marketing my devices in a better manner so we could increase the knowledge about it around the world. Because just doing the sales on my own or through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, using the meta advertising, Google advertising, all of that, this takes you so much. I'm looking for introducing it into a wider version, like distributors that would take my products per region. That is something that I am literally looking for or discussing with other people, that I'm looking for regional distributors where a distributor will be responsible for sales within, let's say, um, New York or um, California or Florida or um, several states. So that is the plan that I'm looking into.
Awesome. Speaking of ways to promote the business, what have you seen to be the most successful way to do it so far?
I was at the beginning very shy to be in person or to be the face of my products. I felt like, nah, I'm not that type of person that knows how to go dancing in front of the TikTok or doing tricks or stuff like that. But I actually started seeing some good response or better response from people when you are talking honestly to them, explaining information to them. Information is everywhere, but what people are looking for is somebody to help them wrap their head around this amount of information. How this information is going to benefit me or benefit my kids or benefit my parents, or how can I apply it into my daily life. So by using or implementing my YouTube channel and my Instagram and TikTok, I started creating channels to help people understand this information. So this has been quite success.
That's awesome. So, is there anything? I know you have a code to give as well. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want our listeners to know about yourself and Global Genesis?
So I'm offering through your channel here a discount code, WYT50, which will give your audience a $50 discount and free shipping worth of another $50. So that's $100 discount on any of my devices. And currently, my terahertz device, this one, is on sale. It's a huge sale on it because the new model is coming out very soon. We haven't talked yet about what is the terahertz device. So in the past, the terahertz It has been known for like 5, 6 years now, but the terahertz has been used with a device that looks like a hair blower. You know, it's big, or the grass blower, if you want to call it. It's big. You have to hold it with both hands,
Uh-huh.
and to blow this tera, which is 100,000 hertz,
Yeah.
on the ailment or the spot in your body that has an issue. What I have done, as usual, I do not invent the wheel, I just tweak it to make it better. I have created my compact device here. It is the size of your cell phone almost.
Okay.
And what it does, it offers cold blow, which is something very unique. The other devices do not have cold blow at all. This is the only device in the market that allows the cold blow. And the importance of cold blow is that you cannot use hot air or hot terahertz from the neck above.
Okay.
So if you are using it for improving your eyesight, or for improving your ears, or for ear infection, for instance, teeth infection, if you are using it for the thyroid or the parathyroid. And I have just posted a video on the YouTube using my terahertz device to treat my parathyroid adenoma. Within 10 days, it disappeared. I
Wow.
had it's like something like a cyst on my parathyroid, and I did the blood work, and my doctor was like, your parathyroid results are out of the chart. And so I was like, give me 10 days before we do it again. And I used my terahertz, and it completely shattered that cyst or adenoma that was on my parathyroid. And my results are back to normal. 10 days. 10 days. And if you're aware of the parathyroid is nasty because it moves the calcium from your bones to your bloodstream. So for women, it gives them osteopenia or osteoporosis, severe pain in the bones. And this calcium could deposit anywhere. It could deposit in the kidney. It could deposit in the eyes, do cataract. It could deposit anywhere. So by treating the parathyroid, I protected my arteries, my veins from the atherosclerosis or anything that would sediment into my arteries and veins. So this device is something else, I tell you. And I have 101 stories to tell about the terahertz device, and the patients that I have used them with that came here to my clinic. I had a patient that had plantar fasciitis, which is inflammation in the muscle down there in the palm of the sole of your foot.
Uh-huh.
And she was barely able to walk. She was like limping on tiptoe, came to me. We did the terahertz on her foot, and we reduced the inflammation completely. Within 20 minutes, she came out of my clinic. She was Syrian, and she was going to a wedding. So she came out of my clinic, started dancing her Syrian way. And she was like, I could walk again, I could walk again, and I'm going to dance. So I'm getting outstanding results with the terahertz device as well for very harsh conditions that we put our bodies in or expose our bodies to. So, like, I don't know if you have any of your friends or colleagues that are, or family that have specific condition that doctors have put their hands in the air and said, there is no cure for that. Are you aware of any of your friends?
Me personally, yeah, my dad has every ailment in the world. So he's 72, so I feel like your product would help him.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, there's no age for regeneration. If in the past they used to say brain cells do not regenerate. Well,
Uh-huh.
guess what? They do. That was a myth. Brain cells do regenerate, and I had conditions of dementia and Parkinson's that came here to my clinic, and within few sessions they are back to normal. They are recalling their children birth dates. They are almost normal, like there's no shaking or fidgeting or anything. And by the way, I don't know if you're aware that Parkinson's and dementia, and I have talked about it also in several podcasts before, and I got doctors biting back and saying
Of course.
that they are side effects of diabetes 3. There is something called diabetes 3. We know diabetes 1 is when the child is born with the deficiency or inability of the islets of Langerhans to produce insulin. Diabetes 2, it is diet controlled diabetes. Diabetes 3 is also diet controlled diabetes, and it is easily controlled by resequencing your meal. It is just what you eat at the beginning and what you eat at the end of your meal will affect the sugar spikes in your body. These sugar spikes, the higher the spike goes, the lower the spike drops. This leads to dementia and to Alzheimer's. So if we are able to control the spikes to be smoother and lower, things improve.
Awesome.
Things improve dramatically with people. So, yeah,
All right,
our
Iman. Well,
body is amazing.
hearing your story and your inventions, and I really appreciate you coming on today. Thank you so much.
You are more than welcome, and I would love to help any of your audiences if any of them have any questions regarding any of my devices, their uses, or would like to see some testimonials, video testimonials. On my website, you have a whole tab of video testimonials on my website that shows different people that have used. They are unpaid, they are just out of the goodness of their heart they give us these testimonials. And also, if you look into Google Global Genesis, people are starting to put on Google their reviews as well about the clinic and the devices. So let me know how I could help, and ways of contacting me. You have it there, my phone number, my email, and also on my website, you could go to contact us and leave me a message.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Iman.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for
it. Thank
having
you.
me. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Perfect.